What's up, guys? Good morning. Day one, 9 ball. Fedor Gorst versus Max Adams. Fedor's going to have a pretty busy day. He's going to have 9 ball, banks, one pocket. 5 days in, he still hasn't lost a match yet. So, definitely going to be a long day for him. For me, I probably won't stream too much of his matches today because he's going to be on the TV table for the banks. And then probably only have one round of one pocket. STL Johnny is asking me. I thought I'd get at least 2 minutes, but hit me with it, Johnny. What's the rumor you got? Because I'll tell you what I'm being told. All right, Fedor breaking 1 ball to the corner. Play the one right into the corner and just roll the cue up. We'll be playing the 2 ball in the side pocket here. Just going to set up for the 3 to what would be the top left. All right, Fedor out to the 4. I'll play the 4 into the corner, just coming up towards the center table to play the 6 up in the top left. So the outside streams were shut down. That is not a decision that I am involved in, have a decision making. I am here in person. Most of you guys know that. We've been talking about it all week. So I don't know what the decision making is there. All I was told is that this is the table that you have. We're going to have you do some matches, and realistically, it's out of my control. Fedor playing the 8 to the corner, has the 9 straight to the bottom. We got 1-0 here. Fedor Gorst against Max Adams. So with it being beyond my control, I know that I was invited here a couple months ago to stream, and I saw it as a fantastic opportunity. Who would not want to come to the Derby? I immediately jumped on it. I said, of course, I'll be at the Derby. You asked, I'll be there. BSN is here. That also being said, and this is nothing against any other streamer. I love Scotty Frost. He's a mentor to me. I love all the different streamers out there. I pay so my fans don't have to, meaning that I don't have a problem putting my cash into tournaments and travel and everything like that so that I can bring pool to the masses. I cannot speak for other streamers. I don't know that situation. I know that for me personally, for BSN, we pay, and that's why we don't charge. We don't ask you for donations. If you want to donate to us, fantastic. But we pay so other people don't have to. We want to put pool out there. And that's about the best I can say with it. I know other streamers pay too. I know Bobby Hilton from the Shark Stream invests a lot of money. Railbirds, they invest a lot of money. And I don't know the situation. I can't give you any answers. I just know what I'm told and do what I'm told. So BSN is here. We're going to stream and probably get enemies out of it. Probably get people to be upset. Unfortunately, again, it's not my venue, not my tournament. I'm just here to stream. And that's what we're going to do. James wrote, I wonder if the people that paid for the outside stream will. I mean, like the streamers or the people that paid for the pay per view access, because the pay per view access is, still going to be there. So it's if you bought the pay per view, you can still watch all the matches. No, I did not toilet actually. By the time he, it's funny that your name's toilet because he was on the toilet when I was texting him. By the time he got ready to go, Federer finished the match, so we didn't get him on. But I'll get Poppy Dave on this week. All right, Ghost up to the table. Has not lost a match yet this week. What's he, 18-0, Yvonne? 17-0? 2,700-0? It doesn't matter. How about the young Eric Roberts last night beating Joshua Filler? That was unexpected, to say the least. Federer plays the 2 into the side, comes over for the 3. We'll have the 3 to the corner. He can either stun the cue ball to straight up table to the 4, or he can let the cue roll to the left side rail to get on the 4. Yeah, I mean, and I grew my brand from the syndicate, so I don't have any, um, I guess, hatred's not a word. I mean, I was on the syndicate. I am still a proud member of the syndicate. I like being part of that. I like being able to stream these events and sometimes not going, but an opportunity to go to the Derby and spend 10 days at the Derby commentating, streaming, hanging out with the players. I mean, who the hell doesn't want to take that opportunity? Good shot by Federer on the combination. Yeah, that was the young Hayden Ernst. He beat Justin Hall. Actually, technically, Justin Hall beat himself. If you saw the last shot, it was crazy. He cut his ball in. He had to get the kid's ball out of the pocket. He makes his ball and the kid's ball at the same time to end the match. All right, we're trying to dual stream. We're actually trying to go to Federer's channel at the same time here and having an issue. So if you are watching from Federer's channel, thanks for being here. Federer gets out, makes it 2-0. Speaking of Federer, check out his website here. I'm sorry, Magic Rack on the next TV break. Yeah, it's funny. I just happened to be coming through the arena to see that one shot. And I was like, oh man, that's brutal. Scratching the break by Federer. Yeah, Dan, I was, so I do Federer's commentary too. And there's something, the internet here at the Derby has never been the greatest. Trying to send these two feeds here at once is becoming a bit of an issue. But let me try something else here. Because, going live to the Ghost channel is always the best. It's got a lot of great fans. Let me try. So explain that, Ponzi. I'm not understanding what you mean. All right, Max Adams playing the 9 to the corner. Got the 7 here into the bottom right. Could look to punch this off the rail to play the 8 in the side pocket, or could also go forward 2 rails, right side rail, left rail. He does punch it over for the 8. Ricard, what's up, buddy? All right, Max Adams gets out, makes the score 2-1. Fedor Gorst. Yeah, how do you want to come to Derby in your first match just playing a guy who hasn't lost a match in a month? It's definitely got to be tough for Max Adams. He's hanging in there. I don't have any information about Max. I'm not sure where he's from. Definitely looks like a player. Still having a hard time getting on Fedor's channel right now. So Derby, race to 9. Rebuy system. If you're not familiar with the rebuy system, there is no bracket. You win your match, you go into a pool of players that play again the next round. And then every round is a new redraw. So just give you raw numbers. Let's say there's 16 players. And after the round, you would have 8 winners, 8 losers. Only 4 people buy in. So now you're down to 12. And then you redraw the 12 and so forth and so on until you have 1 left. This will probably be the only 9-ball match Federer has today. 500 something people in the 9-ball. I would expect them to have to get through all those matches before he would play again. But he's got his banks tonight on the. He has his banks tonight on the mainstream table, and then he'll have. I think he has a 1-pocket match this afternoon. Oh, it's going to be ball in hand from Max Adams. Why are you yelling at me? All right, 1 ball into the corner. Come down the table, going to get perfect Poe on the 2. Play the 2 in the side pocket. Should pull the cue ball between the 3 and the 5. Play the 3 ball in the same pocket. Could also roll forward if he wants. On to the 3, plays a 3 into the side pocket. Again, kind of just will stun it. Might even go forward, but clean that nasty handprint off the table. It bumps the 5 a little bit. Yeah, this is a 9-ball on a 9-ball on the spot event. Here, I'll zoom in I'll zoom in 1 second here. If you look at the spot, you see the little dots there. That's for the magic rack. So that's the front and the back. So this is a 9-ball on the spot event. Oh, I love it. All right, he'll play the 6 to the corner. Soft stroke. He's just going to hit the left side rail about 4 inches for the pocket. We'll play the 7 into the top right corner. Just taking a long shot on the 8. Doesn't need to do anything crazy here. Remove the cue if he doesn't want to. He plays it inside instead. All right, top corner. Fedor Gorst is going to take a 3-1 lead here over Mr. Max Adams. Let's check the room a little bit. At the Derby City Classic room here. Come over to the TV table. The X-Pool Arena. Gorgeous X-Pool Arena. That'll slide over here. Looks like we got Lonnie Fox Raymond, Mark Wilson in the booth. All right, back to the action. Fedor Gorst breaking. There's a few second delay on the score. It should update any moment. We got 3-1 here on the score. Dry break for Fedor. There is 500 players in the tournament. I'm not sure what time each player is playing, but what I can do is I'll give you a link here. You can click on that link, and then you can just scroll through and look for the player. It'll tell you when, who they're playing, what time. Digital Pool's really hooking it up this year. Max Adams, tough shot on the 1. I know at 11:30 on this table, we're going to have Alex Pagalion versus Billy Thorpe. And then 1 o'clock, we're going to have Ryan Robinson versus Anthony Maglino. So we are table 35 if you're looking through the bracket. So table 35 is the BSN table. And later on from Florida, Donnie Mills versus Steve Tavares from Canada. A couple local guys here. I think this one player's local, Andy Kuhn, Kuhn. Ghost. Looking at the shot here. Going to play the 3 into the 6. 6 into the corner. He's going to play it soft. Thanks, James. Like I said earlier, we come out to these events and really want to give our all. It's a lofty goal, but, I'm 45 years old. By the time I'm 70, 80, maybe I could be the next Pat Fleming and capture all the great matches in pool. Call them. That being said, if you want to donate to Billiard Sports Network, it's not required. If you'd like to, you can make a donation, help us grow. If not, if you just want to watch for free, no problem. Thanks for watching, and even by watching, I still make a few bucks from YouTube, so I appreciate it. Fedor plays safe on the 3. Let's check the side view. The only view I don't have here, and I apologize, is an overhead camera. Max Adams with the back kick down to the bottom corner. The Fedor setting up. Fedor tables are made for glasses, not for asses. Shot on the 4. Can play the 4 to the bottom left. Misses the 4. It's going to come back up to the top part of the table. The other night, we when Fedor won the match, we took pictures, and then immediately he had to run. He had to run all the way across the the room to go play his other match. To say this commentator's sus. Yeah, okay. Yes, Enrique. It's regular 9-ball rules, 3 foul. Instead of a chair, you get a cabinet. All right, let's see what Max got. He might try to play the safe here. Come 2 rails behind the 7. Oh, he's got the whole pocket. Okay, Max Adams. I'm excited about this 11:30 match. This Billy Thorpe versus Alex Pagalion. That's going to be a nice matchup. What Alex having that shoulder issue, though, I don't know how many percent he's going to be ready to rock, but I still think a 60% Alex Pagalion is still better than about 90% of the world. All right, Max Adams gets out, making this interesting. 3-2 here on the score. If you want to watch the all-table access, all 48 tables, and of course the main X-Pool table, and we're also included in that package, Billiard Sports Network. You can go over to www.xpool.live. All right, back to the action. Shazam asking, why is there no bracket? Because it's a rebuy draw. It's not a bracket situation. A rebuys do not have a rebuy event doesn't have a bracket. There's no bracketing to put. You basically all the winners get put into a pool, and then they just basically pull names for matches every round. And Martin asks, is this a WNT event? It is not a WNT event. If you're watching over on Fedor's channel, we got the stream running a little bit, but it's kind of in and out. This match is being recorded. It will be posted back up immediately after the match is over with a clean, fresh, uninterrupted version. Shazam's asking to explain the rebuy. Sure. So most tournaments you play in would be like a double elimination type situation. A rebuy is essentially you get two tries at it. Oh, good try. One ball misses. So you play your round. You just keep going through each round. Let's say you win 2 matches in a row, and then you lose. You get to rebuy into the event, and your name gets put back into the hat. So, like I said, every round, when you win, your name goes in the hat. If you lose and you have a rebuy, you can rebuy back in, and your name gets put into the hat. And then they just basically draw names every round of who plays each other. And then once everybody starts running out of their rebuys and starts getting eliminated, then the rounds get smaller and smaller until they get it all the way down. What's up, Miss Beta Eyesight? Who's the commentator? Coming on the BSN. You don't know who Frank Maialetti is? Welcome. Max is from Alaska. That's pretty cool, flying all the way out here. So this 8 inches of snow is like a summer weather for him. All right, Fedor making quick work of this rack. He has the 6 in the side. We got Ike here, our chat moderator. He's got like a 900 moderator Fargo. Shazam it. Comes a point where I believe your rebuy goes away. I think it's probably the finals. If you get to the finals unbeaten, it just is what it is. All right, Ghost getting out. Making it 4-2 on the score. So this is probably, I could probably turn this into a drinking game today, but Sellout's asking where the one pocket stream is. There's no one pocket being played right now. They have to play 9-ball first. The one pocket gets played at 3 o'clock. And there's only going to be 2 streams for what I am being told. Here and another stream, and then, of course, the main table action. Check out a cool picture we took the other night after Fedor won the Bigfoot. Me on the left, Ivan, his content creator, on the right. Dry break for Fedor. Max Adams coming to the table. I believe the score is 4-2. I'm waiting for them to update it. He said Max's nickname is the Eskimo Efren. Max a little jerky on that stroke. He's going to get away with it, though. Get stuck behind the 6. Federer might have to come off the side rail. Most of the time 3-point break rule does not apply for men's pool. Federer makes a good hit on the one ball. Max coming up to the table looking for the safe. And how you going to do that? Sell out. Pretty much miss bad eyesight. That's good. That's a good way to say it. All right, 2 rails for Federer. Bottom rail, left rail. Going to clip the left side of the one. Does not get there. All right, so it'll be ball in hand for Max Adams. All right, Max plays it to the corner onto the 2 ball. Ike, how's the stream quality coming through? All right, 2 into the corner. He's going to float over for the 3 ball. I'm going to take a look at this 4-9. I don't know if there's a situation where he can play both the 4 and the 9. We'll have to see after the shot. Yeah, the Federer versus Sky Banks match, that'll be on the X-Pool Live Arena table. Yeah, I've been having an issue with it all morning. Look at the 9. All right, thanks, Ike. All right, Federer has a bank shot here on the 4 ball. Max Adams has to make this 4. Has the 5-9 combination waiting for him. Max misses the 4. Had a good opportunity. He's going to get into a spot here. Might be a tough shot for Federer. Might be able to carry him off the right side of the 4, spinning the cue down into the 9. And he does. Fedor pockets to 9. That's going to give him a 5-2 lead. And he does. That is the replay sponsored by JSQ Sales. Check out jsqsales.com for all your cue needs. All right, rack number 8. Fedor up 5-2 here. Cue lands on the bottom of the table here. 2 ball sitting all the way at the top. Checking on the 3rd angle here. Sorry, the 4th angle. See the path the Fedor has to the 2 ball. Obviously also can push. Fedor misses the 2. It's going to be ball in hand to Max Adams. Max got a pretty clear table. 2 to the 3 goes. I might want to see him play this to the top left, getting position on the 3 to the middle side. 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 could be his tough shots here. And so he's going to play the 2 into the pocket. Looks like he should be drawing the cue back. Now he's going to go forward instead. Little out of line on the 3. It's still a makeable shot and has the ability to get himself back in line. Flashbacks of Kevin Clark. That's a pretty fair assessment. All right, 3 ball to the corner. He has to watch the scratch. So he's going to draw into the rail instead. Make it a slight bit harder on himself, but looks like he's a shot maker, so he's pocketing the balls pretty well. Playing the 4 down to the corner. Slides over for the 9. I'm sorry, slides over into the 9. Going to have the 5. The top left. He should hold the cue ball here and be okay. Yeah, Kevin Clark is actually from my area in Pennsylvania, not too far from Philadelphia where I live. Kevin's one of the best in the state. Great player. This Federer weekend. You don't come to Derby for sleep. If you're coming to Derby to sleep, that means you're not winning. Yeah, I'm kind of a fan here, Max. Going up against a tank here, you know, he's just trying to do his best. Trying to make it 5-3 here in a moment. Max Adams gets out from the ball in hand situation. Got out of line once or twice, but get that shot making ability rolling. We got 5-3 here on the score.
Hello guys, I'm Fedor Gorst and you're watching Billiard Sports Network.
Let's check our eye in the sky camera again. At the prestigious Derby City Classic. I said it the other day on the stream. You know, when you walk into this place, The first thing you see are these huge banners at the top. It's got such a nostalgia feel, like a Yankee Stadium or Fenway Park, Lambeau Field type field. Really kind of cool to see all that when you come in here. All right, rack 9. Fedor up by 2. Max Adams breaking. 9 balls moving. Dan, so it denotes the race. It's a race to 9. 9. That's why the names are the 9's next to their names. Max broke dry. Fedor's got a good opportunity to get out from here. Has the 2 into the corner. He's probably going to choke the ball 2 rails. Bottom rail, right side rail. Try to come up in between. I was about to say come right in between that rail. It's a little bump, but has a shot on it. All right, 3 ball to the corner. Fedor runs into the 6. It's going to slide up towards the top of the table, but he will have a shot at down to the bottom. If you're joining us from Fedor's channel and getting here a little late because of the feed issues, the moment this match is over, I will immediately upload it to Fedor's channel. You can watch the whole match. It's like Fedor's practicing for his Banks match later on. Banks to 4 to the bottom right corner. Comes around the table for the 5. Post up. Collins popping in. Someone say Kevin Clark. Guys, you can bounce back and forth all day between Collins and I. We're going to have matches going out. So make sure you watch both of our channels. Give us both likes, shares, and subscribes. All right, Fedor out to the 6 ball. Play the 6 ball in the top right. Come out 2 rails, putting a 7 in the side pocket. So the people that are here in the building are the ones that they are currently let streaming, which is Collins and I. All right, 7 into the side. Fedor rolls to the 8. I'll just play the 8 going across 1 rail for the 9. Include him in the montage. All right, Fedor takes a 6-3 lead now here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dave from Classic Billiards down here in South Florida. We do things a little bit differently here compared to your old pool hall. It doesn't smell like mothballs. It's not exactly a library, and nobody's shushing you like this is church. We're all about having fun, eating chicken wings, drinking beer, and knocking some balls around. Don't let that mistake you. We still got the skills, baby. So if you're ever down in South Florida, come check us out at Classics.
All right, rack 10. Fedor to break in the lead 6-3 and a race to 9. Hayden Ernst at 11:30. That's a good matchup, Collins. Young man is firing on all cylinders. All right, 2-ball can go in the side. Fedor looking to get back onto the 4. A little too far, a little too hard on that stroke. He's going to have to go up and down the table on the 4-ball. Two rails by Fedor. Just nips the edge of the 4. It's going to land up behind the 5. Ghost taking a look at the 4-ball. Coming back again, kicking it back table all the way up. Good jump. Makes contact on the 4. Doesn't go. It's got a little bit of speed. Need to fix that camera. That's actually a crazy match. That's Fedor playing. I'm sorry, Filler is playing Andre Schickling. Andre Schickling is also known as Charivari, and Charivari is his content creator. So they come all the way across seas to play each other. All right, shot on the 4. Playing the 4 to the top left. Little bit jerky on that stroke. He's going to get away with it, though. He's going to be behind the 6 and the 5. Gook's going back to get his jump cue. Fedor measuring out his jump. Comes into the 4 pretty full. 4 is going to take a landing position right behind the 5, 6, and 9. Hey, Gerard, how you been, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. All right, I had to step away for a moment. Sorry about that. Max Adams making the 9 ball on that crazy shot. Make it 6-4. All right, Max Adams breaking. All right, so Clay is asking me. That's no problem, Clay. Clay's asking me what happened with the streamers. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. Again, this is my opinions or anything like that. I started out and still am a proud member of the what they call the Digital Pool Syndicate. It's the streamers who stream these events remotely. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, and I've built a nice brand and an okay following from doing it. I was invited out here to come and stream on site. So I came out and I streamed on site, and having a good time. There was a whole lot of streaming being done from the syndicate from remote locations, like I said, like I do. But they're not here, and I think Diamond may have pulled the plug, or the powers that be pulled the plug, because maybe the pay-per-view sales were not through the roof because a lot of it was being given away for free. I know that when I come to these events that I pay, I was saying earlier, I pay so my fans don't have to. I'll use the term fans loosely. I don't know if I have fans, if I'm even eligible to have fans, but I do know that there are people that like me. So what I do in my business model is I pay and incur any kind of cost I need to incur, travel cost, equipment cost, whatever, and I don't charge. But that's the business model that I choose. And when people come to watch me, I want it to be free. I want you to have fun, have a good time. But a production like X-Pool and a production like Diamond has here, they have to make money. Diamond shuts their factory down for a week or two at a time for this event, and X-Pool's got so many great looks here, so money has to be made. And it kind of sucks because I'm a huge fan of Scott Frost. He's a good mentor of mine and a buddy. I love hearing Scott's commentary. I go back and I watch the other streams. So like I would watch Railbirds and I would watch Bobby Hilton and the Shark stream. These are all friends of mine in the industry, but I don't have any control over the streamers being shut down. I know I was given an opportunity to come here, and I looked at it as a no-brainer. So we came here. We're streaming. We're giving it to you for free. And, we do what we can to make everybody happy. Some people don't like my stream, and that's fine. You don't have to like it. It's free. You get to choose to watch it if you like. If not, no problem. I do a lot of commentary for Fedor. I love doing his streams. I think they're awesome. And that's where I am with it. We're going to have a cool day streaming. If you want to watch, great. If you think my commentary sucks, put it on mute. No problem. You're still going to get some cool views. And I'm happy everybody's here. Clay, I believe that there was some sort of a payment arrangement. I'm sure that Digital Pool and the streamers will make sure that the streamers are made whole. All right, Fedor, bank the 2 cross side. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I like what I do. I do this with Billiard Sports Network. I'm also the director of digital media for the WPBA, so I do all their graphics and design their stream and get to work with cool people like Lonnie. I get to work with cool people like Scott Frost. I've commentated matches with him, and it's just something I really enjoy doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. When I first started doing this, actually, I was a big fan of Collins. I still am a big fan of Collins. I love watching his streams. I'll pop in every now and then, say hi to them, and we all have different vibes. Which is it's like beating a dead horse, but I always say it. The stream is an expression of art. You might come to mine and see a different type of graphic than you will to Collins or Railbirds or Bobby Hilton, or I'm sorry, the Shark stream. It's a cool thing. It's like having it's like when the Super Bowl comes around. You get 6 different nations streaming it all at once, and I think it's cool. I love the syndicate, and I really think that it has a place in pool. I think when the powers that be all get together, there can be a compromise for everybody, and we can all have a piece of the pie. And so Max got a good chance to get out here and make it 5 and make it interesting in round 1 here in the 9-ball. Fedor has yet to lose a match this week in any of the disciplines. So who wants to be the hero that beats Fedor Gorst the first match of the 2026 Derby City Classic? Will it be the Eskimo Efren? I thought that's a great name. Max? Will it be Sky Woodward, maybe? And that being said, if you're watching BSN and you're new to BSN, subscribe to us. We also have the Super Billiards Expo, which will be streaming the Super Billiards Expo. The main table will be free. Digital Pool will have an all-table access set up for that also. And I get to call the shots on that. I get to say if there's outside streamers, and I will allow the outside streamers to stream the Super Billiards Expo. That's an event that's in my backyard, and I love being part of that event. So you can watch the main table here for free, and the side streamers will have access to tables. All I ask is that you just help support. If you're able to throw $5-10 to the streamers, or $5-10 our way to help us, maintain good streams, do it. If not, don't worry about it. Continue watching for free because I'll still make some money off of YouTube anyway. You can check us out, Billiard Sports Network, and it's going to be a good time there at the Expo this year. Max Adams on the 9 to make it 7-5. No, Max. Oh. I'd still make him shoot it. All right, that's going to give Fedor 8 and put him on the hill. And also remember, if you're coming over here from Fedor's channel and you missed the first couple racks immediately after this match, I help manage Fedor's YouTube channel. So immediately after this match, I'm going to put this match up on his channel. You can watch watch it in its entirety. He said he did a Shaw. Fedor for the win. Makes a golden 9. Let's watch that one again. Fedor for the win. The 9 trickles in. Fedor is going to win this match. Makes a golden 9. Score of 9-4. Mason Adams. That missed 9 just cost Max 2 racks. If you guys give me about 30 seconds here, I'll jump to another table so we have some action to watch. Our next upcoming match at 11:30. You can stay here. We're not going to go off air. Our next upcoming match at 11:30 is going to be Alex Pagalian versus Billy Thorpe. But let's take a look around the room. Give me 1 second here. I'll adjust this camera so we get a little bit of a better camera view.